Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel. Hey, it is time for another haul video. Now, this haul video, oh well, with one exception, will be about a lot of linens that I won in an auction. That's a misnomer. I didn't win it. I paid for it. This, I would say, is a dresser scarf. It's fairly long. Let's see. You know what? I think I have this camera a little too. Let me just gently lift it before I whack it with my hand or my head. Okay, this is roughly 42 inches long. So, nice pink edging on it. I see it's got some marks on it, but as you know, that doesn't bother people like us. So let's just keep going here. I'll show you the doilies first, I guess. Now I have access to quite a few doilies that I inherited from my mother and from my aunt. They tend to be the really fine ones. I don't know anything about crocheting, so I do know that some thread is thicker than other. This is one of the thicker ones, but hey, it's mauve, purpley, variegated, and I could see it being wrapped around a journal quite nicely. So happy about that. Here's a pale yellow one. Again, this could easily be wrapped around a journal as well. It's about the right size, and it looks to be in very good condition. Here is another pink and white one. Oh, this is another, again, thing intended for a piece of furniture, I'm sure. 14, so 28 inches long. Now, of course, none of these things have been starched. Not that I would want them starched, but, you know, again, some of this misshapen bit you can remedy with some ironing, especially if I run these through the washer first. I haven't done that. I did want to show them to you, though, so I could get on with, doing the next step to them. This is not particularly fine. It is circular, got some loose, like, I don't know what that is, what that means. So this is probably one that would just get cut up and used in pieces. It's also pretty sparkly white, except for some staining. So this probably needs to be thrown into a dye bath of some sort. I don't find these attractive. They are, pot holders or type trivet type things. Not a good combination of colors at all, in my humble opinion. So maybe these will end up in a kitchen drawer and be used as hot dish pads. Here is, again, it's a thick thread, heavyweight, but it's small. It is about 6 inches in diameter. So again, it's easier to use things that you're not particularly enamored with. So, I mean, it's still obviously 10 times, 100 times better than anything I could do because I can't crochet. So it has value. It will enhance a project. It's just not my favorite. And this obviously needs some help with ironing, but again, could easily be wrapped around a project. I think some of these things sometimes get misshapen, from the way that they're folded and stored. I know that when oh, here's one more. This one is nice. I mean, not that the others aren't nice. I don't want that to come across. I know that sometimes if I get doilies, if I wash them, iron them, and I try not to fold them again so that Now, the rest of these things are in most of these things are in plastic bags, so there will be a bit of rustling. There are price tags on them, but of course that has nothing to do with anything because I bid on the entire lot. This says tablecloth and 4 napkins. Now, I haven't taken it out of the package until now. Oh, this looks... oh, this looks like... So this definitely needs washing. But it looks like... what do you call it? Pirate theme. I don't know how many well, who I don't get it. I mean, the images are bright and colorful, and certainly they could be used. It's just, it seems like an unlikely thing to turn pirate cloth into a tablecloth. And let's have a look at these, at least one of these napkins. Now, I have no way of knowing the age on this. And, oh, it appears somebody zigzagged around the edge, and that's what's containing the fraying, and then they probably fringed the edges. So, I'll definitely, whoops, keep rattling things here. I'll definitely throw these in the wash. And this I thought was rather cute. It says 8 napkins. Now this is a color that I could get behind. So let's see what size this is. These things have never been unfolded. 6, 2. So is that about 11 inches? Well, almost 12 inches. So is it 12 by 12? Yeah. 12 by 12. So I'm just going to open these up so when they go through the, I was going to say the dishwasher, when they go through the laundry, they, you know, it could cause a problem with the fringe maybe, but again, does that bother anybody here? No, it doesn't. You know, when you bid on something that you haven't had a chance to preview, or the quality or number of photos is poor, it really is almost like buying a grab bag or whatever, cat in a bag. You don't know what you're getting. Oh, speaking of cats, we have 2 farm cats, and they're related. I don't remember the relationship anymore, but anyway. So you know how they say that if women live together, eventually their menstrual periods become synchronized? Well, apparently cat pregnancies can become synchronized as well. Okay, what do they say here? 24 by 32. Have a price of $10 on here. Anyway, these cats, yeah, both had a litter. Each had a litter. This is rather a small thing. I mean, the dimensions were on there, but still, I'm kind of shocked at how small it is. But I mean, we see these sorts of things quite often. This appears to be in nice condition. So I gave it the old sniff test. It's still, you know, it smells dusty. Oh, here's something that is not in a bag. Oh, I started the cat story. So these 2 cats had their litters, and of course they stay, you know, you see them bulged and rounded, and then all of a sudden they're slim and sort of secretive. Anyway, eventually, well, we've been so busy that, you know, my husband typically, like I'm not a cat person, my husband typically is the one that tracks them down because he has a soft spot for cats. No, I like cats because they're mouse eaters. And little kittens, of course, are very cute. Anyway, so it's hard when you see these, spooky little things that are hiding all the time. It's pretty hard to do a head count. Anyway, we thought that first we thought there were 4. Then we thought there were 7. Now it appears there are 4 plus 7. So, OMG, that is a lot of mouths to feed. Okay, this is I guess it's round. Yeah, pretty well round. There's a hole there. So it would be easy enough to cut these, cut around these motifs, probably cut the trim off. Well, I don't know what I would do, but anyway, I will wash it, and there are 4 different areas of embroidery here. So that is obviously something that can go to good use. Let's see this one. 28 by 32. This has quite a nice wider edging on it, crocheted edging. Why does this look like the top? You know what? I think that's not very good workmanship, damn it. Okay. Or is that supposed to be? To me, this looks like the finished edge because it's turned under. But maybe, anyway, I guess it's immaterial. I don't know. I guess if I was doing it, I'd have done it a different way. Little rip there. So a basket of flowers. A little cross-stitchy type border. More flowers. So all 4 corners appear to be the same. And that design is fairly big. And of course there is this trim to salvage. So it just almost looks like a basting stitch. Where is my... Let's have a quick look at this. I was really hoping for a stitch ripper, but yeah, that'll be easy to take off. That's how many Netflix episodes to do that. Excuse me. Here's something else in a plastic bag. Another tablecloth, no dimensions. This looks like... These plastic bags are ready to collapse here. That is... Well, that fabric is different. That lace is pretty delicate and fine. Huh. Oh, let's see. Oh, this one is nice. Well, I like these colors better. Let's put it that way. Okay. So, this is one quadrant. So, 3 posies with a bow, and then 5 of those little guys. So it looks like that is, I mean, that's a lot anyway. There's nothing in the center. So yeah, that a lot of good stuff here. Cool. Yeah, that's very pretty. And I don't see any flaws or, stains or anything. Okay. Are we getting into the more boring stuff now? Approximately 48 by 96. So this is just a sort of jacquard. I don't know. I hope you can see the design on there. So for what I can make out, it's floral. Oops. Those are my scissors hitting the floor. Okay, let's see, what have we got here? I mean, obviously I can't open it up because there's not enough room here and not enough. Yeah, this looks good. So another one for the wash. It's a good thing I like ironing. Okay, this one says 50 by 120. Now this is, I don't know what this is, to be honest. I think a more skilled person could maybe tell you what this is. It's, oh. Okay, let's show you the design. Or let's see the design, because I haven't seen it myself even. No, I don't know what... See, I don't know enough about lace to know exactly what this is. You can see that it doesn't... what am I trying to say? I think it doesn't keep its shape very well because it's soft. And it almost seems like it's got layers to it. Like, I don't know. I guess if you know something about this, you know, clue me in, because, I mean, I don't want to go on not knowing. It could keep me awake nights. Like, what is this? I mean, obviously it's not going to stop me from using it, but it's just, it's different. Aren't you glad you come here for the educational, for all the information you gathered? Okay, this has a tag on it. That minty green, I suppose it has a place in the world. Okay, I mean, I think any of us who are a certain vintage have seen these kinds of labels. Oh, need a light hand to get this off intact. Oh, I already ripped it a little bit. Let me do that in private, perhaps by wetting it. See, I say that and then I just keep picking at it. Yeah, I better stop that. Anyway, it says it's 5 pieces, so, oh boy. This maybe was what they used to call a dresser set. Oh, it's not. Oh, I hope that the feel of this improves after it's been washed, because it's very crispy. You can probably hear it crinkling. So this could also be wrapped around a journal, because I can't see what else you might want to do with it. So two of these that are a little more decorative, and then oh no, one of these, 2 of the longer ones. Anyway, I better not wash this label. I'll have to try to maybe wet that from the backside and see if that helps. And then the final, 2 more things. One linen, this. Okay, so this says it's a pair of pillowcases, 100% cotton. Let me carefully turn this over. I know that I've seen these boxes before. When you've been married as long as I have, you probably got some pillowcases as wedding presents in a box just like this. So let's crack this open. considering it's never been out of its box, I kind of wonder how that's stained, but... Oh, and can you see how yellow this plastic is? Oh, dear. Only genuine heritage products bear this registered trademark. I'd like to salvage this if I can. A bit of the paper is leaving behind, but it's not damaging the top, the front, so that's good. I wonder, I need to do a little bit of research. I wonder when in Canada labeling had to become bilingual. That would sure be a good clue as to the age of some things. Anyway, so there are those little guys. There's this scary looking little bow. It's so old, this stuff is coming off. Must have tied it in a knot. Anyway. Cardboard. Like those kids at their first Christmas where they'd rather play with the box and the cardboard than the gift that was in it. I'd say that's machine done, but it is nice in that it's got the little sort of filigree design. These things are miserable to iron. As you know, it was before permapress was invented. So anyway, I will run these through the washer and hope, well, that will take that glue residue off, and I don't know what that is, but anyway, can obviously cut around it. Well, or it might be. No, that's where the label will go. Or a butterfly. Yeah. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I'll show you one final thing that is not a linen, but like I also bid on a box of books, but to be honest, it was a bit disappointing. And, you don't need to see old paper. There really isn't many redeeming qualities to it other than the fact that it's old paper. This, believe it or not, is butter paper. These smaller ones are for 1/2 pound. That must have been kind of cute. And then these are for 1 pound. So again, you can see French. But then, as I sort of leaf through the pile, I guess the older ones were just unilingual. And you can see that they're quite a bit more yellow. There's really a yellowed one. So, and somewhere, I just don't know where, I have other butter papers from a different creamery. But they had been sort of rolled up. And I know that I put them someplace to try to flatten them out. The last time I came across them, they weren't really complying, so I don't know what the problem is there. But do I have to iron my butter papers? Not sure. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's thrift haul video. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're enjoying the summer, wherever it is that you are, well, or whatever season it is, wherever you are, that the weather is not as destructive or extreme as we sometimes see on the news. It is, to be honest, pretty scary what we often see on the news. I hope that you're able to stay cool if heat is the issue, and dry if, you know, rain or flooding is the issue. Continue to be wildfires burning across much of the globe. So, yeah, it is. Maybe we have to hunker down in our craft rooms and not watch any news or look out the window. I don't know. To be honest, it is pretty scary. But let's end on an upper. And I hope that if you are in the thrifting, you know, mind space, that you find some goodies. I'm hoping that very soon I have the courage to tell myself, you're taking a thrifting hiatus. You're not going into secondhand stores. I don't think I've been to a garage sale yet this year, but anyway, you're not going any of these places, because, my dear, you have far too much stuff as it is, and you need to buckle down and start using it. To be honest, sometimes I just drive on by. I don't stop in. You know, there are different places that are along my route. I don't know. I guess I'll keep you posted. But truly, things can be cheap. Things can be inexpensive. But buying them and not honoring them and not using them still somehow is starting to bother me. So I want to prove to myself, maybe you in the process, that these things are not leaving one place of stagnation to come to my place, which is a place of stagnation. So I have to start using these things. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, maybe that's a little bit too heavy, too philosophical for today, but it's nonetheless something that I am definitely thinking about. And I think, just to prove something, I'm throwing this ratty looking bow away. I'm not going to try to salvage it. I'm not going to pick the silver off it. I'm not going to fight with that knot. I'm just ruthlessly going to throw it in the garbage. Okay. I will let you know if my quest and my struggle and my philosophy all kind of, you know, percolate a bit more, and where I come down on this issue. But if the thrifting videos stop, you'll know that I've been successful in doing a sort of a cold turkey kind of stop. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. And I guess maybe you want to ask yourself the same question, or maybe you're thinking, hey, I'm just building my stash. I need to be out there. And I use every speck of what I buy. So, hey, I need to keep replenishing my stock. If that is the case, then, hey, more power to you. Anyway, please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe. I haven't pulled out my crinkled old sheet here for a while. Maybe it's time to print a new one, eh? Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. The name of the channel is Hazel Anaka Design. Help me grow this new channel. Help me hit the 500 mark so that we can have a giveaway and perhaps a sale in the Etsy store. Yeah, we got to do something to mark the milestone. So again, thanks. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.